I actually was sweating because this is the biggest deal I've ever made in my life. Honestly, this is the one. What did I do? I spent so much money. I'm on the way to my friend Tina's house. She has like 200 vintage band tees from the 80s and 90s. I looked through all of them, I want to say like 4 years ago, but she wasn't really ready to sell and she wanted like the full eBay value for them. It's 4 years later, she still has them. She mentioned it to me that she's just sitting on them. So we're gonna see if we can make some sort of deal. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to buy all of them. I'm not sure if she wants to sell all of them. I'm not entirely sure. My plan is to come home with a few of them. I know she has some really cool like Slayer tees and stuff, so I honestly forgot everything she has, so let's try to make a play. Maybe I can come home with all of them. Let's see. I know there's some really, really good ones, so let's go. I actually was sweating because this is the biggest deal I've ever made in my life. I think the most I've ever spent has been like 2,000. This is like probably the most like high quality like buyout I've done.
There's a handful of not high quality, but they're still cool.
True.
But the camel shirt is still cool.
No, that camel shirt is like, I know someone's gonna pay up for it because of the way it like looks, like the wear on it and everything.
Even the Harley one that's hooked up, it's still cool.
Yeah.
That's just cool.
Yeah. Honestly, this is the one. That is.
Yeah, if that's the money.
I don't even know what to do with it. Like
I think you find the right buyer for that, you could make all your money back. Yeah, I'm going mainstream now. None of this shit anymore. You just retired me, Jack.
You put me into work for the next year.
That's when he died. So
yeah.
I mean, it's cool to someone.
It's a tribute, yeah.
There are some cool queen ones in there, but they're pretty tiny too because they're super old.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be some that surprise me. Almost all of the queen, I mean there are actual queen ones, but like a lot of them are just like the tribute ones.
The tribute stuff when he died.
Well, I was gonna go to the grocery store after this, but I think I'm gonna be eating ramen for the next.
My God, you're so full of it.
Oh, this is sick.
Cadillac with the reindeer and the yeah, that's a good one. It's a good local.
Yo, voiceover Jackson here. So I try to flash through a little bit of each of the tees that I purchased. There was over 100 tees, and this is actually after the fact. So here's some little like clips of everything. I do show the best items out of the deal in detail at the end of the video, and I talk about how much I spent. So make sure to stick around. Man, doing this backwards is gut wrenching. Going from the low, because I'm like all of this. I'm like, what I just spent, but we're almost there.
That's the sprinkles over there.
I know.
That's not the cake.
I know. So to explain this last clip a little bit, everything was kind of in order of like the lowest value tees to the best. So I started backwards on the rack putting things away, and I'm seeing a bunch of like, $50 and under dollar shirts at the beginning. And then I started getting into the better stuff as we see. And yeah, there was just so much crazy stuff. And I wish I would have filmed the negotiation a little bit more, but out of respect for my friend Tina, I'm filming in her house. I didn't want to just like whip out my camera and start filming, testing some shirts for dry rot here. This Alice in Chains shirt, we'll talk about it more later. Craziest shirt that I've ever purchased, some Aussie tees, and yeah, make sure to drop a like, you guys. This is the biggest deal I've ever done. Now, let's see how much this all cost me. Guys, what did I just do? I blacked out. What did I do? I spent so much money. I spent the most money I've ever spent on a deal before. And the scary thing is, I need the light on, please. I need the light on right now. The scary thing is I don't even know if it was that good of a buy. I don't even know if it was that great of a buy. There is one shirt in there I'm super confident about, which is the Alice in Chains, which I think for sure like 2K, probably more than 2K. I'm about to text my friend, but if not, are we breaking even? What's going on? I don't know. I literally feel sick. It's weird. I will have to update you guys. It's probably going to be a few weeks because I want to go through everything and kind of like research and price things out. We sealed the deal at $4,800.
I came in at 4,000. She wanted like over 5, and we settled at 4.8K, my biggest purchase. I do like $2,000 wholesale buys all the time, but that's for like, I don't know, 300 items. This is like 100 shirts, and I can guarantee you guys that like probably half of them are sub $100. So, I mean, I paid around like 48 bucks a shirt, or like $48 a shirt if there is like 100. I think there's a little bit more. And that Allison changes for sure. It's got to be like 2,000. I mean, those Aussie shirts, there's like 7 or 8 Aussie Sabbath shirts, and he just passed, and they're like selling for crazy money, which I'm not stoked about at all. It's just the market's like insanely inflated on them. So I'm hoping that I'm able to get some quick money off of that. I don't know. This is crazy. I blacked out in there. I wanted them all though. There's good shirts in there. I've wanted that Allison Chains. That Slayer shirt is insane. There's some really good shirts. I'm just really hoping that it was a good buy. And if not, I'll at least, be able to make a little bit of profit, but I'm always hoping to like at least double up. Let me know what you guys would have done in my situation, because it was kind of like a buy them all or not really make a deal type of vibe. We were both kind of stuck, but going back and forth between, what she wanted, what I wanted. So I feel like that was the only way to get it done. So I had to make a move on it. Was it the right move? We will find out. I'll update you guys. It'll be weeks from now. I need to go home and sleep for a week. Okay, goodbye.
People clip these to their hats. I look like a douchebag. I'm not going to do that. This side. Oh, I still look like a douchebag. I'm not going to do that. Okay, it has been almost a month since I purchased over 100 vintage band tees for $4,800. My biggest vintage purchase to date, and it definitely is a little scary. I think that it was overall a great purchase though, and I will show you guys some of the reasons why, some of the t-shirts that are going to be big payoffs that I bought within this lot. Around like 100-ish of them are band tees, and the rest are like Harley, there's a Betty Boop, there's some random stuff in there, but mostly band tees. There are some Grails. There is one shirt in here alone that should pay for more than half of what I spent. So we're going to talk about some of my favorite ones, some of the most valuable ones, but there's like over 100 tees, so I'm not going to be able to talk about all of them. I did try to flash like every single one of them as I was packing them up, but yeah, this is a crazy deal, crazy video. Make sure to drop a like on it if you guys like vintage content. I want to start doing more content about my collections, about buyouts, about values of tees and stuff like that. So if that's the content that you want to see, make sure to drop a like and let me know in the comments. Also, let me know like what your favorite shirt is as I'm showing these off. Like, let me know what shirt you would want out of this entire lot. Let's get into it. All right, so here we are. I picked out around like 20-ish that I for sure want to like show off and talk a little bit more about. Some that really surprised me. I have not like eBay comped all of these. I haven't looked up values on all these. Some I'm just kind of like going off the cuff. A decent amount of them surprised me though. A lot of them I kind of like was undervaluing. I think when you do a big deal like this too, this is the thing. If you're doing a big buyout like this, you're spending a lot of money. I think it's good to be conservative on your values because not everything's going to sell for full eBay value. A decent amount of these I will be putting on eBay or will be trying to sell to collectors, and that's something to be mindful of as I show off all these tees. I know a lot of people are going to freak out. They're going to want these tees. You guys, I paid $4,800 for these tees. I paid up a decent amount. So there's going to be shirts in here that are $1,000+ shirts. I can't be giving steals and deals on them. They're going to eBay. They're going to collectors. So if you are seriously interested in anything in this video, make sure to hit me up. They are all for sale, but I'm trying to get close to the value. I'm not trying to flip them quick. I spent a lot of money on them. I'm down to let them sit, and some of them will for sure, as soon as I post about this video, I know I'm going to get people reaching out to me because there's one tee in particular that I'll show you guys that is a Grail that people search for every single day. So let's get into it. So first off, this is the Kurt Cobain size XL on that good woven giant tag. This shirt surprised me. I thought this was maybe like a $500-ish shirt. It's the one with his artwork on the back. I think it's closer to like 800 or so. We have the licensing right there, 1994. This one is in amazing condition. Amazing condition. True size XL. The thing about most of these tees is most of them are dead stock. They came from a collector. Tina, my friend that sold me these shirts, bought them all from some like a guy that she met met at a bar that used to roadie and tour with a lot of these bands. So I don't think he ever wore them. And some of them I was worried about dry rot. I have tested all of them that I was worried about dry rot. I haven't found any dry rot yet, but it is going to be a point of contention for sure when I'm showing some of these tees off or trying to sell them, because they are dead stock. Some of them do look dry rot, but if you know dry rot tees, you know how to test them correctly. I can say pretty confidently that I'm pretty positive that none of them are dry rot, but I will be doing extensive testing before I sell them, making sure that the buyer knows, like, hey, they're pretty much dead stock. I'll do like live testing on video for you, yada, yada, yada. Anyways, if you don't know anything about dry rot, it destroys a lot of black tees, especially ones from like the 90s. Tees like this, like a white tee, this isn't going to dry rot, so we're good for this one. This one I think is, I want to say it's like around 800 bucks. You guys can kind of inform me in the comments as we go, because I just eBayed like a handful of these. Let's go to this one. This one is actually pretty crazy. I only found one other one listed. This is an Anvil Tag XL. We have the made in Czech Republic, but the other one that I found had this exact same tag. I thought this was like a boot at first, but this is the Live in New York Nirvana, and this one is pretty rare from what I'm seeing. I only saw one other one listed, and I think it was like up for like 1,000 or more. So here's the licensing, under license to Giant, Nirvana, 1995. And like the thing about any of these tees being like fake or whatever is I completely trust who I got them from, and she got them from a dude that toured with the bands and had like 100 for sale. And this was like years ago too. This was before all the like Thai bootlegs and all the bootlegs that you see now and all the fakes. So I trust that all these tees are authentic. And yeah, this one surprised me. I'm not entirely sure on value for this one, but the only other one I saw listed that was similar was up for, I want to say, close to 1,000. This one has some like marks and stuff, but yeah, this one surprised me as well. That's the only two Nirvana tees I got. There was one other one, but she decided to keep it. And then this one is the Grail. This one is the Grail. Absolutely insane. Made in the USA. Delta tag. We have the size large. This is the Alice in Chains. One show only. This is for December 21st, 1991. This one is dead stock. This one looks, it kind of has the look of being dry rot, but if you feel it and you know what dry rot like feels like, it is not dry rot. I'll even do like a little test right here. If you want to do a good dry rot test, you always do it under here. Like, see where the stitching is, and then you see here where the stitching is. You always want to do it right here. And what you do is you take this and you try to rip it like this, or you try to twist it. You could twist it, try to rip it. As you see, I'm doing a lot of pressure right here. My fingers are shaking. No rips, no rips. So this one, I've tested it multiple times because this one is the most expensive one of the deal. It's very scary to have, but as far as I can tell, all my rot tests, no rot. It doesn't feel rot, doesn't smell rot, you know? So this is me just in the YouTube video for full transparency, doing a live rot test. And this one is valued upwards of $3,000. This is an extremely rare shirt. Very, very rare. One-time show. Alice in Chains shirts already go for a lot of money, vintage ones. My friend, who's like a complete band tee expert that has seen this shirt sell, told me that recently one sold for, I think, 2.5K. He said I could get up to 3K though. He said easy 2,000 to 3,000 shirt, which is, I know, kind of a big variance in like pricing. If I hold out for the right person, I mean, mine's in like perfect condition, size large, potentially up to a $3,000 shirt. So this is the shirt in the deal that pays for like more than half of it, which is absolutely crazy. My friend did tell me that people are like looking for this shirt every single day, searching eBay, searching message boards, like searching everywhere for this shirt. So now I have it. This is potentially the most expensive or like rarest shirt that I've had. I have some like pretty rare anime tees. As far as one that like collectors are constantly looking for, this is definitely the one. This is my favorite shirt of the deal. This is the one I'm most stoked on. This one next, size large right here. We have the Soundgarden. There are two Soundgarden shirts in here. Super Unknown. This one is 1994. This one is, I think it's actually single. Yeah, it's single on the sleeve and double on the bottom. Amazing graphic print. I think this one's around like $500. Really nice color. Soundgarden, amazing band. And a lot of these are like grunge bands. A lot of these are like more local, like Seattle bands, because that's the area that we're in. And getting into it, there are a decent amount of Ozzy shirts. Rest in peace to Ozzy. The market for Ozzy, I haven't checked it like since I did this deal, but the market, it was crazy. Like it was like the week after he died that I bought all of these. I'm not sure if the market's gonna like stay like that, but a lot of these shirts were super spiked. So we have this all over print one. This one is single stitch, size XL, perfect condition. Here's the Hanes tag. I think there's like 8 Aussie tees. There's crazy grails in here, you guys. So yeah, these are definitely like eBay pieces. Honestly, pieces like this are like high price stuff. Does not move well on Depop, so I really need to be grinding the eBay game. Let me know where you guys sell your like high price tees, because I'm thinking Depop is not even a viable option for these tees. Like, they're just gonna sit on there. Kids are not gonna want to pay what they go for. Size XL on the All Sport tag. We have another all over print Aussie tee. This one is insane. I believe there's a red version as well. I think the blue version is much better. But again, like dead stock condition. Absolutely incredible. Let's keep it going. On a Springford tag, size medium. The Iron Maiden. This is late 80s, 87. Some of these Iron Maiden tees, I feel like early 80s ones, depending on design and everything, can go for crazy money. I forget what this one was when I looked it up. I want to say around 300, 400. Let me know in the comments if you guys know. But a lot of this stuff I did look up like over a month ago. This one, the Brockham XL, the Slayer. I don't even know if I can show the back of this shirt on YouTube. I probably won't. This one also like seems rot, but I have done a lot of testing on it, like sleeves, the collar, the bottom, and I just think it's like legitimately dead stock. She preserved these really well too over the past, like, I think she's had these for like maybe almost 10 years and she preserved them really well. So they just look like dead stock to me. Not rot. I've tested it multiple times. And yeah, nothing. So I don't think I can show the back. I'll do this and like flash it. It is a very crazy design. There are wrists on the back. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm pretty sure I saw one sell recently for around like 300. I think this tee's gone down a bit, but still a couple $100 Brockham tag Slayer t-shirt right there. Another one that's like dead stock Brockham tag XL. We have another Soundgarden Super Unknown. Again, another one that looks rotted. Have tested it multiple times. Nothing. I'm just doing all these rot tests live in the YouTube video so people can see, but yeah, that's like look how much I've like tried to rip that and it's no rip. So I just think these are completely dead stock and it makes me a little nervous. Like, what would you guys do? Would you guys try to wash these? Because I feel like if I wash these like cold and like low, maybe they would like give it less of a like dead stock-ish look. I don't know if these shirts have ever been washed is the thing. And I know dry rot happens when shirts aren't washed. So like part of me, like especially like this one and the Slayer one, like I'm like, I kind of want to wash them. I'm just not entirely sure what to do. But this shirt is in perfect condition, front and back print, Soundgarden large on a Brockham. I don't even know what this one, I want to say this is over $500. Not entirely sure. I think when I looked it up though, there were like crazy high listings for this one. This one I'm pretty sure is like 2000s, but Daniel Johnston tees are like pretty hard to find. So I feel like even just like no tag being like 2000s, this one could go for a decent amount of money. So I did want to show this one off too. Another like pretty unique one that I did get out of the deal. We got some Madonna tees, just want to show them off really quick. Size large Madonna tees. I love Madonna, honestly, so it might come as a shocker to some of you guys, but I do love some Madonna. So we got that Madonna, and then we have this size large Madonna as well. So 2 Madonna tees right there. They're probably like 100-ish each. This Blue Oyster Cult, so sick. Size XL. I just love that they have like Godzilla as a lot of imagery. So Blue Oyster Cult front and back. I sold a Blue Oyster Cult Godzilla themed shirts, I want to say in like 2021, and I think it went for like close to $200. So early 80s Stones, Rolling Stones 82 tour t-shirts, the weird kind of like raglan cut and sew. Another crazy Aussie, man. Size large Hanes with the dove right there. The last bloody shows. Size large single stitch. Look at his like ring is like gold. His necklace is gold. Winterland licensed. So we got the Winterland licensing right there. The silver, like it's silver sparkly. These are just legitimately dead stock. Legitimately dead stock. No rot. Like I have pinched that. Look at how much I've pinched that. Nothing's ripped off. So we're doing these rot tests live on the YouTube video, but I don't even know how much this one goes for. This has to be minimum couple $100. This is an Ozfest. I'm pretty sure this is a parking lot bootleg, but the front and back, yeah, it is size XL. You can tell if it's a parking lot boot by like the ripped tag. Just another crazy Aussie tee we got right there. Another Ozfest 2001 on the Stedman, early 2000s right there. Got Slipknot, Linkin Park. The Devil's like flipping you off. Tour Champ tag. size large. The Let's Go fucking crazy 96 with the Aussie cross on the back and the Aussie print on the sleeve. We have a really good Metallica medium on the Handtex tag. I don't think I've ever had a shirt with this tag before. Medium. Landmine. Jeez, I didn't even fully look at this one. What year is this one? 89. 89 Metallica. This one is nuts. Wow, I kind of wish this was a bigger size. If this was an XL, I would honestly probably keep this if this was an XL. Absolutely wild. Puss head art right there. Another Metallica, large Brockham. We have the super boxy Brockham front and back print on this one. 89, another 89 Metallica. And then this is one that I was really hyped on just for myself. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it just because it's so plain, but size XL on the Gildan tag. Linkin Park Meteora. This was like one of the like defining albums of my infatuation with like heavy music as a child. I honestly think Linkin Park was like the first like alternative, more heavy band I was like obsessed with. I think I was like 8 or 9 when I was like super into them and listening to them all the time. Dude, when I was in elementary school, I was like, if I ever have a kid and it's a boy, I'm gonna name him Chester because I loved this band so much. I love Chester. R.I.P. the GOAT. This one is really cool though. It has the back hit as well. So I wanted to show that one off. We have a Doors, another Sabbath, some more Sabbaths. I mean, the stack is absolutely crazy and unending. There's like a lot of Freddie Mercury shirts. There's a lot of Queen shirts. There's just so much to show. But I think I'll end it out with this one. Try to set the night on fire right there. We have the Doors. We have the Jim Morrison. Also Winterland license. So really cool to see these Winterland licensings. And yeah, that is the biggest vintage deal that I have ever done. Almost $5,000. Those tees that I just showed you, pretty sure we're in the profit just off of those. And then I have this entire stack to sell. It's going to take a lot of work. And like I said, if you are seriously interested in purchasing something from this video, the best way to get in contact with me is to message me on Instagram. I have people message me on Depop all the time when they want to buy stuff. I'd rather have you message me on Instagram. So message me on Instagram if you're seriously interested in buying anything. But if you're like interested in the Alice in Chains, the price starts at $2,000 and it goes up. I'm not down to do like a huge bundle deal. Like if you want to buy like 20 of them, I just can't do that. I need to sell this inventory. For me, I spent a lot of money on it. Thank you to Tina for the deal. If you do watch this video, I appreciate it. Thank you to you for watching the video, dropping a like on it and dropping a comment. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys so much for supporting the video, supporting the channel, and supporting me. If you buy anything from this haul or anything on my Depop, I post daily on my Depop, 8 to 10 new items every day. So if you guys want to support me directly, you can go over and check out my Depop. This was Jackson with Loveless Vintage. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.